say like while Rome was falling, Islam was rising, and so you had like the sort of caliphate doing incredibly well while Rome was doing terribly, and that actually ended up being a source of preservation of knowledge and many scientific advancements.
Assalamu alaikum guys, and welcome to another episode of Smile to Jannah. So kudos to Elon Musk for giving credit where credit is due. Maybe because of lack of time he was unable to enumerate the contributions that Muslims have made. However, I'm gonna do the job for him. The first solo flyer was a polymath called Abbas ibn Firnas, who was at the forefront of his field and, like I said, was the first aviator to fly with a heavier than air machine 1,000 years before motorized aeroplanes were invented. Let's not forget Ibn al-Nafis, who has been described as the father of circulatory physiology because of his work on pulmonary circulation. Let's not forget Al-Jazari. He created the first water pump and water and candle clock. He created internal combustion engines, paving the way for automatic control and other modern machinery such as the steam engine. Then we move on to Ibn Sina. His contribution in the world of medicine is a thing of legends. And his book, The Canon of Medicine, was translated into Latin in the 12th century and it was used in medical schools throughout Europe, mate. Then we move on to coffee. You know, the shop that's on every other street. Well, in 1750, an Arab shepherd named Khalid, living in Ethiopia, observed the behavioral changes on his goats when eating from a particular bush. So this bloke right here discovered coffee. The Quranly app. Subscription cheaper than Netflix. Encouraging Quran reading. Modern, engaging and fun. Download it today. Located in Fez, Morocco, the University of Al-Qarawiyyin was founded in 859 by Fatima al-Fihri, who spent the inheritance from her father to create the university. It is considered as the first university by the Guinness Book of World Records. Then we move on to Az-Zahrawi. If you look at his book At-Tasrif, in the 10th century, there is a description and magnificent illustration of about 200 surgical instruments, many of which that were devised by him. I haven't even mentioned the numerous contributions of Jabir ibn Hayyan with regards to chemistry. So many processes from crystallization, distillation, sublimation, and the list goes on. Did I mention that the scientific method was created by somebody called Ibn al-Haytham? That's not even mentioning his contribution when it comes to cameras. Yes, the camera obscura. Were it not for that, Apple today wouldn't have much of a sale pitch for their phones. And it's in every aspect that the Muslims were thriving. Let's look at the first Turkish bath in Victorian London that was built near Marble Arch. David Urquhart, a diplomat who had travelled around Turkey and Islamic Spain, brought the baths over to London in an attempt to eradicate disease and promote good health. Guys, I can go on. I mean, Al-Ghazali had substantial influence on Latin Europe. There have been historical links and influence found on St. Thomas Aquinas' works. Even Nicholas Copernicus, who's known as the father of modern day astronomy as it were, in his book De Revolutionibus, which was the initiator of the scientific revolution here in the West, in that book he has cited 5 Islamic scholars: Ibn Rushd, Al-Batani, Al-Bitruji, Al-Zarqalu and Thabit ibn Qurra. There are some that have influenced his works, but he has craftily missed those out, like At-Tusi amongst others. And even one of the founding fathers of America, Thomas Jefferson, had a copy of the Quran, 1765, that was 11 years before he wrote the Declaration of Independence. And that is the Quran that is used to swear in the Muslim congressman that we have today in the US. Guys, this is literally a dip in the ocean. If you want to know more, read a book called 1001 Inventions in Muslim Civilization. That should give you a deeper dive into this. And of course, be proud of your heritage, be proud of your faith, for if the colonizers are to destroy us, the first thing they will destroy is our history. So keep our history alive. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.